Alright, hello everybody, it's me, Rachel, today, and we are going to be drawing on Animate CC, which is one of my favorite Adobe products. And I just want to show you guys how I animate stuff, which I haven't done a lot of, so I am still a beginner, but it would be really cool if I could show you guys. So in Animate CC, I'm going to start working on a little animated cat I started, and he is based on my cat, Miko, and he's just like a really cute little drawing that I had, and I decided I'm going to animate him. I'm going to start off with the brush tool, and I'm going to take it and start doing the line work for all the line stuff. And I had I had gone into how I set up my brush so that it's perfect is that I went into brushes, and then I go into the brush library, and then go into the section called line art, and then go to basic line brush, and then the perfect brush that I found was the Flame Center, and if you draw with it closed, it will fill in with the paint bucket, which I find is the easiest method. But so as I keep going through here, I've just been touching up and cleaning up things and working hard on it. Alright, so now I've finished my line art, and now I'm going to start working on filling and coloring in my Miko. He's going to be kind of like a light tan, kind of an orangey kind of color. And the trickiest part about coloring in Animate CC is that you gotta have the color layers right. So I had to copy the back layer of this and then put it in the same layer as my colors, and then I have to kind of fill in so that I'll be able to use the paint bucket tool. And I've had a lot of little tricky problems with it. Like right now I'm trying to get it, but it won't go. And then you just gotta kind of circle around your line art sometimes. I don't know if I did a certain brush the wrong way or something, because certain lines were closed, but I guess you're supposed to like have the ends meet or something sometimes. But oh well, you can sometimes just color and fill them. So as that goes on, I'm just trying not to go outside of my lines, which is the hardest part, because if you accidentally erase your color, you might accidentally erase your line art too. So I'm gonna try to get the best I can with that, and it seems to be working out pretty good. Alright, so now we're going to start working on his eyeballs, and I always like to work with colors that aren't just plain white, because have you ever seen a cat with whites of his eyes? I don't think so. So anyways, Mickey, he's got the crazy blue eyes, so I'm going to try to make like a lighter blue eyes, and I'm going to start out with the pupil, with the color of the eyes, and then we're going to go into the pupil of the eyes, the black part, which I'm going to do kind of like an off gray black. And fill that in, and fill that one in, and then we're going to go with the whites of the eyes, which I went with white, and it's doing it. Oh, how cute. Anyways, so now he's got whites of his eyes, a little nose, and his little cool ears. And now I'm going to start to try to do a shadow so that he looks like he pops out, so he's not just blending in. So I'm going to try to get a natural shape to shadows by filling just like the edges and like the bottom of his feet, because when your feet are on the ground there's a shadow, and then like the bottom of his toes. And this is just an easy process. Like if you just have the lines already set out like that, then it should be easy to fill. Or just again draw like a circle around the line art, but usually it feels pretty good. Like that, I just filled in his head. So you just gotta be careful. Always know how to undo something if you've done something wrong, because it's no fun to have those mistakes that are stuck. Anyway, so now I'm just doing shadows on his ears and face, and he's looking pretty cute. And now I'm going to start moving into the markings, where he has these orange flame point markings, and I'm just going to try to make it look as natural as I can with color matching, and I'll just let that happen. Alright, so now we've got the complete colors that I wanted, and he's looking pretty good. And now I'm going to save him so that if anything happens, like crashing or anything happens, that I'll be ready. So now what I'm doing right now is making a new keyframe so that I can make movements as this animation progresses. So you got to make sure that you're only making changes on the certain layers that you want. Like right now, I'm locked all the layers except for the line layer, which I'm trying to change. Which, as you make sure that you are on the right keyframe, it's very important, because if you change your main keyframe, then it's ruined. But there's always ways to undo, but you need to make sure that you're making changes on the right keyframe and with the right layers locked. Because right now I've moved to the color layer and I'm just filling in, so it makes it look like his eyes are closed. And there he is with his little eyes closed. He looks cute. Alright, so next step, I've copied the frames with his eyes open and pasted them in the next keyframes, which I've separated in 5s, which is probably way too many keyframes, but you can always speed up the frame rate if you've made way too many keyframes and you've got like 1,000 keyframes. You can always speed up the keyframes if you spread them out too far. But it's a lot harder to do if you've got less keyframes. So that's my terminology anyways. So now I'm making eyes that are half closed so that it's kind of like open, half closed, closed. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, I'm doing the same thing, making sure that I lock down the layers every time so that I don't get bleedage into there. So now he's got his cute little eyeballs like half closed. I'm just adding some little eye marks, and he's looking pretty cute with his eyes half closed. And then now on to the next motion. Here we go. Alright, so the very next thing I'm going to do is do a little test where it shows a little clip of what your animation already starting to look like. So it's just showing me what my frames look like, and right now it's just open, close, open, close. So I'm going to start making some movements. Like I'm going to move his ears down and both sides in the middle so that there is a little bit of ear movement, and it's kind of hard because once you like start messing around with the line art, it doesn't work so well. But once I've moved the ears, I'll probably do something with the face. We'll see. Alright, that took forever to get that silly ear fix to go down, so now I'm going to do something much faster. I'm just going to get the lasso tool and cut it out, which is, I've got too many things selected, which I'm thinking this is going to be much faster. Oh yes, so I'm just going to move and transform it with the selecting moving tool, and yeah, it's going to be much faster this time because I like had to redraw it almost. So I'm just going to fill in the line, and then I'm going to fill in the color, and it'll be so fast. Boom, there, I moved the ear. Now it goes up and it goes down, and it looks pretty cute. So now I'm going to do something with the mouth. I'm thinking maybe just a little bit more of a drop jaw, so maybe I'm going to move the mouth up, just the lines, and then square it up, and then fill it in with a darker color. Whoops. You gotta be careful what you select, because sometimes you can change the color of your whole object, and it's really obnoxious. So color that in, repaint the white teeth, and then maybe a little top layer of teeth. Alright, ready for the last step? Now I'm going to add a little bit of movement to his tail by making new keyframes at the very middle. Alright, so now we're finished. We've finished the whole animation. So now I'm just going to show you the final product. Hope you guys enjoy. Bye!